next guest tonight is an Academy Award-winning actress and producer, you know, from films such as Poor Things, La La Land, The Favorite, and Birdman. She stars in Begonia, which is in select theaters now and everywhere this Friday. Let's take a look.
We need to send the message that we have a new culture here now, where people should, yes, of course, feel free to leave at 5:30 and be with their families. No one is going to be overworked like in the past. No more unpleasant incidents. But, of course, it's not compulsory. And obviously, if people still have work to do, they should absolutely stay and continue to work. But it's not strictly enforced. Although, we still do want to meet quotas. So if we can do that with no pressure, just remembering, you know, we are running a business here, so let your conscience guide you kind of thing. Yeah? Good?
I'll definitely let them know.
Great. New era.
Please welcome back to the show our friend Emma Stone.
I'm great. How are you? Happy
great.
Halloween.
And to you. Are you a Halloween person?
What's a Halloween person?
Great question.
Yeah. Is it someone that thinks about Halloween all the time and like can't wait for the day to come, or is it someone
Yeah,
who's
I think a Halloween
elaborately
person
dressed
is like, I think by like September 31st, they know what they're gonna be.
up? Yeah, no, I'm not a Halloween person.
Okay, gotcha,
No.
yeah. I'm not a Halloween person either. I will say, like, I kind of look back to my 20s and 30s in New York, and I feel like I maybe missed out on some good parties.
I mean, I haven't gone to an adult Halloween party in quite a while, and
Yeah.
I do miss it.
Okay, yeah.
I do miss it.
And you're not gonna go this year, it sounds like.
I'm not.
Yeah.
No.
I think nobody watching this right now thinks you're on the fence even about
No,
it. Yeah.
because I just learned I'm not a Halloween person.
Yeah, it's really nice.
So
I'm glad we found it out together.
It's
Do you
cool.
have? Was there one year where you feel like you nailed it, like with a costume or anything?
Oh, when I was 5, I went as Morticia Adams, and
wow.
if you put a 5-year-old in a long black wig with
Yeah.
red nails, I'm doing it today.
Yeah.
It's like I felt the coolest I've ever felt.
Oh, that's great.
As Morticia.
So you just peaked too early.
I peaked too soon.
Yeah.
That's exactly right.
that's right.
And everything's been downhill from there.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Well, I will say an uphill thing is I would imagine Cruella is of your roles maybe the most Halloween friendly as far as costumes other people wear.
It's very Halloween.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's, obviously it's not because of my Cruella, it's because Cruella is a longtime canon character.
You know what? I really appreciate that you don't try to jump and grab credit for Cruella.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It really
Because
speaks to you. Yeah.
It's just a little something about me.
Yeah.
Is that I didn't write or create Cruella
Yeah.
in the 1960s. So.
Yeah, that's true. But
Yeah.
you do have a great. I like you. You have an iconic Cruella, and I think people could use it as an inspiration.
And that's what I really wanted to say.
Yes. Now I have a question. Begonia, I feel like it's not going to come out in time to inspire this year's Halloween.
Right, because it comes out on Halloween.
Yeah, and it's too. Nobody can be like. If you're thinking about, although I will say, like, this is kind of the costume.
Yeah, all you have to do really is either shave your head.
Yeah.
Or have a bald cap.
Yeah.
And then you're done.
Yeah.
That's it.
So I guess if you saw this early on Halloween morning.
You could do it by the nighttime.
Yeah.
That's right.
So it's a good last minute one, though, with a
Great.
high cost.
Well, you do have to fully shave your head. That's correct.
Yeah.
But you know what? Halloween. If you're a Halloween person,
Yeah.
then you
Then
should
go
commit.
for it. Where are you
Then
going to go?
should commit.
Yeah, I think
That's
if you,
right.
I mean, I think the weird thing would be if you bald capped your Begonia costume and then you went to a party and there was a full, like an actual person who practically shaved their head, you'd feel like a real sucker.
That.
I think next year that's going to be the problem. Like too many Begonias at the party, and then they're going to separate into the cliques of the ones who actually shave their head and then the bald cap.
How committed are you?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I like that. That actually sounds like a good
I love this
plan.
movie, and I know you've been asked like forever. I would imagine on this press tour about shaving your head for this
Yes.
role, and you haven't been asked enough about the fact that your co-star Jesse Plemons has long, gross hair.
Yes, a lot of his hair was actually extensions
Yeah.
because it wasn't quite long enough, but he just didn't wash it.
Yeah.
Ever. But what was less discussed was the fact that he grew his nails the entire time, and his nails were very, very dirty and very long, and honestly strong. Like as someone who is trying to grow my hair and and nails, they're strong.
Okay.
They're strong nails, and they had length.
Sir, are you saying it like you might? At first I thought you were grossed out, but now you might be covetous.
Jealous.
You're jealous.
I'm jealous.
Yeah.
Yes. And he was so committed that he didn't wash.
Yeah.
He didn't wash.
I feel bad that we're talking about him because he wasn't in the clip, but I should note that it is the right choice for the character he's playing.
Maybe I should have mentioned that to begin with as well. It was for his character. He wasn't just doing that.
We have not done a service to our friend Jesse Plemons.
No, we have not, and we love Jesse
There's
so
another,
much.
when we first, you were,
Did you print all these out yourself?
I do.
No,
I do them all
that's so
myself, yeah.
neat.
I'm always, you should, if you ever come in the afternoon, it's just me by the copier. And my assistant's always like, "Can I?" I'm like, no, not for Emma.
This is
Not
my
for Emma.
passion.
Yep. I want to give. I mean, again, it's in the trailer, so because it's one of those movies where I am so loath to give anything away. But you were abducted by two characters, Jesse and is it Aiden?
Aiden,
Who's co-star?
yeah,
He's wonderful.
He's incredible.
And they're wearing the masks. They're wearing are fantastic because they're Jennifer Aniston masks.
Yeah, I don't know if you can. I don't know if you can see them in that picture.
Yeah.
It is a little bit of a jump scare moment because you're like, what are these masks? They go to buy them in a store before. This is not spoiling anything. They do it right at the beginning. They buy these Jennifer Aniston masks. In the script, it was a different person. It was like Rambo or something. You know, it was like these. But Yorgos, our director, is a Friends fanatic.
Okay.
Like a fanatic, which is really kind of wild for like Yorgos Lanthimos. You would think like knows everything about Friends, but
if you, I've never watched a Yorgos film and thought this guy loves Friends.
But maybe you should, because these movies are a little bit silly too.
They are really. I mean, I love. Don't get me wrong. He's got a great sense of humor. I want to make sure.
Totally, and it just reads a little different than maybe the sitcom Friends. But if you were to do any type of trivia, and I've tried this many times, he can answer any question about Friends, any trivia question. So, long story short, one day he went, "Should they be Ross and Rachel?" The masks. I was like, "That's pretty random, but funny." He goes, "I think they should both be Rachel." I was like, okay. And Jesse and I were like, why? And he's like, I don't know. I think that would be funny. We were like,
he's not wrong.
He's not wrong. And so we did write an email to Jennifer Aniston, and she was like, sounds great to me. She's totally in for it. So, but she hasn't, I don't think she's seen the movie yet, so I hope she still likes it.
It is funny when you're like, of course you can use my mask, and then you're like, what was it for again? It's like, we're abducting a woman. Well, actually, you're abducting. Two of you are abducting a woman.
Two of you are abducting a woman, and there will be a point where you stab her in the leg with a needle. And out she'll go, and we'll shave her head.
Fourth this is 4 with Yorgos?
Yes.
And, I mean, I will say, like, in all...
4 goes.
4 goes. That's all the time we have.
Good night, everyone. Thanks so much for having me. I invented Cruella.
Oh, well.
My God.
All right, now you can stay. If that's true, you can stay.
I'm back.
But these movies are so intense, oftentimes very dark, but really funny, and there's a great amount of physical comedy. I would imagine at this point you must know what you're in for and look forward to it.
Yes, definitely. It's a very, I do kind of know going in that it's going to be hyper physical and very funny, but you know, this one was a different experience than like, you know, doing Poor Things. That was a very specific physicality. This one was a lot of chained to a cot in a basement. I swear you guys are gonna like it. It's very entertaining.
Yes. It is very entertaining.
It is, right?
And it's really funny, and yet everything you said also is true.
Is true as well. Yes.
Some of your, I wouldn't say, for me, this is Emma Stone canon, but I think maybe less people think of it when they think of you. You did a digital short that I talk about all the time called I Wish It Would Rain. Here's a photo. That is you, that's your butt.
That's my own butt.
And that's no.
Yes, it is, and they kept it in finally.
That's Andy. This is not anybody's top in anyone's top 200 digital shorts, and
can I be
they
honest
did less
with
than
you?
200. What?
Can I be honest with you? So before you come on a talk show like this, you speak to a producer of the show, and they kind of like ask you questions about what you might want to talk about, or tell you like, oh, you know, the host has this idea. The host being Seth.
Yeah.
And she said, first thing, Seth really wants to bring up this video.
I
was
do.
Like, I haven't heard about that video since the night it aired.
And you have done a lot of things on SNL that people still probably talk to you about.
It was like 15 years
And this one
ago.
like just came and went. And I love it so much.
I love that.
Because it was like this big, and everybody should watch it. It immediately doesn't work.
That's why you love it.
I love it, but also I want to make sure I establish. I thought it was going to work. I love it, and so I'm not like, haha, those guys swung and missed.
just
I was the guy right
falls
before it
flat
aimed. I'm like, here we go. It's the next lazy Sunday, and then it was just like cricket. And you, by the way, you're not like the main part. You come in very late. You're not the reason it doesn't work.
I come in as kind of his assistant.
You come in as assistant.
Again, I've seen it only the one time that it aired.
Maybe,
I need to watch it
maybe?
again.
Or just let it be the once.
You know what? Let it be the once.
All right, I have another
And how
SNL
about
question.
you guys all let it be the once too? Or the not ever.
Or the nuns.
Never.
You did SNL 50th. We were both there. I believe at one point at the after party, I saw you on stage
Yes.
with a tambourine.
Yes.
And I
did.
had a feeling, it felt like a flashback to me.
Yeah.
Can you explain
Of a-
where I might have got that feeling?
At the SNL 50th, I got to go on stage with Haim and also got to go up there with Kristen.
Yep, Kristen Wiig.
And I played a tambourine.
Yep.
But 10 years earlier at the SNL 40th, I got to go on stage also with Haim, but Prince, and play a tambourine.
wow.
Which was unbelievable. And I had had a few tequilas at this point.
Uh-huh.
And I'd taken off my shoes to dance. I stepped on a piece of glass. They took me back to the back room. The chef that worked at the hotel, which was the Plaza Hotel, cut out the glass with a paring knife. Again, couldn't feel anything. Highly recommend tequila. And I was walking back out, and they went, "You want to come on stage with Prince?" It was like 90 seconds later. I was like, "Yep." I put my foot in a heel, bleeding, and was doing the tambourine. And then 10 years later, we had another tambourine moment, but no Prince.
Wow. The question is, like, did you, in both cases, did you bring a tambourine?
No.
They was just on site.
They give me that because I can't, now no offense to professional tambourine players everywhere, but they give me that because I can't play an instrument.
Yeah, gotcha.
And so I get to participate
right.
by, playing like a 3-year-old would
So
in a
when,
music class.
I think when, basically what you're saying, when the list of who was coming to the 50th came out and Lauren saw your name, he was like, have a tambourine. He's like, we should have
At this
one.
point, I should be carrying a tambourine.
You should be
Just
carrying-
have something to do.
At the 60th, maybe we'll get you a golden tambourine.
Stop it.
Yeah, because it'll be your, if you're at the 3rd anniversary, you get your own tambourine.
Oh my God, I love that idea. Maybe we could bring back the sketch.
Nobody wants that.
Okay.
Hey, congrats on the movie. I loved it. I love having you
you.
here. You guys, this is Emma Stone. Begonias in select theaters now and nationwide tomorrow. Stick around. We'll be right back with more Late Night.